What up, everybody? Welcome back to another quick look at Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 airports. Today we're checking out London Heathrow. So let's go ahead and we're starting here with Heathrow's Terminal 5, where British Airways primarily keeps... Oh, as I tilt the camera, I always do that. British Airways primarily has their flights go out of here, and now I think American flies out here too. So one thing I noticed off the bat, besides a little bit of quick lag, and that's why for the lawnmower to go past, sorry about that, is they did go in and add these little things, which is pretty realistic. I don't really know exactly what their purpose is, but that's kind of cool. Now I'm pretty sure I don't know what that is. I don't know what the deal with this part is. That's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Like that. Yeah, so that's a thing. So we'll go kind of take a look over here, and let's take a look. So first things first, I did notice the quality is really good on the here. Let me go over here, and then I'm gonna drop the let me pull up the camera and drop the speed down. So the quality seems to be pretty good on a lot of these little. We're gonna keep that down there. These buildings and the gate areas. I do like that they they did add some sorts of vehicles. We have the loaders, we have tugs, we have belt loaders. These things that just are like the tugs, but they just move these. Well, they don't have any of the containers, they move here. But I do like that they added that. Besides that, there's not really much to show over here. No real texture glitches. I don't know what I was trying to say. I think I was trying to say something like textural glitches. That looks weird, not gonna lie. Besides that, over here we have the runway. Looks good. I do like the asphalt's not all the same color. That's something that was on a lot of add-ons in FSX. It's just it was all the same color, and so it didn't look worn down. But this looks very nice. Although they do have some markings like here that are on the grass. So now let's go over here and let's kind of take a look. Over here is looking good. I'm thankful they added this. Once again, sad they didn't add the double jetways. Not a big deal. So one thing I'm noticing is it looks like the texture, they have a flat texture behind this window. So the window is see-through, but it has a flat texture that's kind of gives it a little more 3D look when you look in. So that's kind of cool. That's an interesting way of doing it. Going over here, I do like that they added static. I'm guessing there's lots of jetways or parking spaces at Heathrow that aren't actually used, and I like that they didn't leave it empty. They actually added stuff there. That is nice. So we have, I think this is this terminal? I think that's still part of Terminal 5. I think both these are considered Terminal 5 to a point. See, this one looks a lot more normal in terms of length. Although I think in real life it's just one long, like, wacha. They did spend a lot of time adding in vehicles and little props, which makes me happy. Just because it makes it feel a little more alive. Imagine if you had this full of aircraft and like actual movements going on. Then we come over here. Yeah, these are pretty realistic. They have some really crazy jetways at Heathrow. We have fuel tanks over here, which they did do a lot of the small details, and just including some random pipes. I have no idea if this is even like right in terms of layout. I think they just ran pipes between some different things. Honestly, looks great. If you know the difference, I'm impressed because I certainly couldn't tell a difference. Over here, just some random parking spaces. And I think a fire department. I'd imagine that's what's right here. Lots of stair trucks. Kind of weird they're already extended like that, but I guess they might be built like that. Fuel trucks, some tugs. I enjoy the stack stuff. So coming over here, we have one of my favorite parts of Heathrow is the control tower. So it looks really cool in my opinion. Let me try and level off the camera. I did take a look at for they modeled the inside kind of. They modeled here. I'll just show you. So we'll go in here. Let me zoom out. So let me get the right height. There we go. So they modeled what it looks like on the inside to a point, but not enough really to go in depth. But that's fine. I think they modeled it. They really didn't even need to model that, but the fact they did, bonus points on my opinion. And you have this little walkway that connects the. I think this is Terminal 3, if I remember correctly. I think this is all Terminal 3. Little walkway there. Coming over, we do have lots of jetways, lots of parking gates. Pretty much everything looks good. The main thing I'm looking for as we kind of do this little quick inspection is any sort of textural glitch, or like we found in San Francisco, you know, any sort of jetway that might not be connected. So far things are looking really good. Over here, everything's looking good. Let's see, what about that? Yep. Well, it looks a little weird, but doesn't look bad. Nothing bad. We go over here. Yeah, things are looking good. Some abnormally long jetways, but like I said, for Heathrow, they have some interesting gates and gate layouts simply because they have they've tried to fit as many parking spaces into this area as they could, especially because of how valuable the gate spots and just the slots are here. I do believe that there is more parking than there are landing slots. And speaking of landing, looks like we have this A3 something 3350 hybrid thing. Looks look, I'm guessing it just landed, because I would hope so, or else it's, I mean, it's about midway through, but if it hasn't taken off yet, then it might want to start going. So let's go take a look here. You'll see lots of A380s parked here. I think this is where you'll see the Qantas A380s. I think some Emirates A380s use these gates. And then you have like, I really don't know what's in this area. I don't know what this is used for. I'm guessing maybe some office space, but I have no real knowledge. I've never been in this that area. This is Terminal 2. That's interesting. Somebody might need to give that a little touch up to rework the AI road pathing. But I have been on a bus here back in like 2015, so it's been a while. However, I've been inside this terminal a lot and flown out of those gates all, but actually every time I've flown out of that gate, or one of those gates, Terminal 2. Things are looking pretty good. Once again, no textural glitches. Another A380 hybrid thing. Pretty spot on. For as long as I can remember, they have been doing construction in this area. I don't know what for, and I'm glad about that. Oh, hit the wrong button, but that's fine. Sorry about that. One of the buttons resets your position, and that can be kind of annoying. But things are good. Let's see. From what I can tell, this seems to be pretty right in terms yeah. Well, I think so. I'm pretty sure the construction, at least the last time I was there, this gate was still open. If I'm correct. And it's kind of hard to go back and check now with COVID and everything. But I might actually put up satellite, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. And if it's not, this gate was open, I think it was just this area. If that's not right, then I'll kind of put in a little notation, like right now. But if there's no notation, then yeah. Here's one of the. Dang it with this stinking stutter occasionally. Yeah, this looks pretty much on par. Now, from what I remember, small little side note, a lot of these jetways are, I think, partially glass, and there's some glass in here too. I can't remember this. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been to Heathrow. Yes, there's a lot of these containers on this area. Pretty much, yeah, from what I can recall, this looks pretty much on par with that. Now, the one thing I want to see, and let me expand this, is let me speed up our drone camera, and they didn't add it, and this is something I'm disappointed that they didn't add. I think it's right here. There's a Concorde, and that's one of my favorite parts of landing here is you'd see the Concorde. So that's something that they didn't add. So if that's a big thing, keep that in mind. Over here we have a lot of the British Airways parking spaces. I think this is British Airways that will park here. Let me turn down the drone speed. Okay. Now let's go over here. Yeah, this looks to be pretty much on par. Haven't really been over here. Sorry for the stutter. I think this is where Virgin Atlantic has some hangars, and maybe British Airways as well. And the one other we'll check out is I think this is Terminal 4. And sorry, that was Terminal 2. I can't remember if I mentioned that being Terminal 2. So let's go over here and check out Terminal 4. I have, the only time I've ever flown in here from inside Europe was between Paris and London on Air France back in 2015, and we came in over here. You'll see, I think Qatar uses these gates, Etihad, Saudi, Brunei Air, a bunch of random airlines, just a lot of the non-affiliated or smaller ones that maybe only have one flight a day here. Coming over here. Don't really know much about this. Okay, so what's going on here? It looks like they try to do 2 gates. I don't know what that's about. Oh, okay. So it looks like they try to do something. I don't know what they tried to do here. Well, and then that's a small issue. So what I'm thinking might have been the case, and we have a little small glitch over here. We'll, hopefully touch some of this up. Is we might actually have more than one jetway over here, which if that's the case, awesome. I think what's going on here is there's probably meant to be an A380 gate here, or this is because they have your flights between probably inside the UK and inside the Schengen area. I always mispronounce that. That's the pretty much EU area, and international like US, Qatar that come in here. They probably have this like one level is inter Europe, and the other side is just international. So that could be how they get it between the 2 areas. I'm not for sure on that, but that's my guess. We see something over there. I don't really know what's going on with some of these gates, but we'll have to kind of check up. Okay. Now let's see what else. Not really. I know I'm kind of flying around this. Oh, we got an aircraft doing a flyby. Not really. Oh, so that might be an issue. The let's see. If we go take a look here, can we? So the gate seems to be a little too far forward, and more floating stuff. Like I said, I expect a lot of this to get fixed right off the bat. If stuff's not reported to them, they probably don't know. And I imagine there's not been many people that have actually sat around and kind of gone in depth in the airports. A lot of people have just been flying, which is understandable. So they did do, these roads look to be kind of, they don't look to be normal roads. They look like they've kind of been touched up a little. So they did do a lot of stuff over here. So in terms of surrounding area, it seems like so far Heathrow has the most largest amount of buildings outside the actual like airport perimeter fence. But I think that's everything. So thank you everybody for coming by for this not as short quick look at airports. Hope you all enjoyed this. Sorry this one wasn't as professional as I normally do, but I want to get this out to y'all so y'all have everything you'll need to know to make an informed decision. So until next time, you have a good one. Goodbye.